Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, I wanted to say thank you to Eric from Queens for sponsoring this marathon of funk, fusion, and R&B. And also, I wanted to apologize because I did take about almost a week to get to this video because we had like a bunch of computer problems with this machine, and now it's finally up to speed. So I did want to apologize. I usually make the videos when they come in the next day. They're almost like guaranteed to be released. So this one has taken a lot longer to do. So sorry, everyone. Also, some notes from Eric that he's saying that he has enjoyed the content, but he hasn't really been able to catch a live stream. The next one is, obviously this is not going to make a lot of sense in the future, but on June 20th, on Friday, tomorrow, we'll go live again if you watch this today. So again, a couple of notes here from Eric. It says here, this is a marathon R&B, funk, and fusion, right up my alley. There's some stuff that I don't know. So these are the Headhunters. Post Herbie Hancock, which I love, but I'm sure it's still amazing. This is from Straight from the Gate, 1977. Two songs, Mr. Wum Yum and I Remember I Made You Crazy. This is the two songs we're going to do first. Then we're going to switch to another amazing band, Weather Report, from 76, a song Barbary Coast. The album is Black Market. Then Jon Lucien, Mind's Eye, 74, So Little Time. I don't remember doing anything by him. And then David Bendeth, Adrenalin, 1976 song Adrenalin, titular title. So without further ado, let's get into it. All you fusion, funk, R&B maniacs, love you guys, because this is the music, you know, that I that's my jam, you know. So let's get into it. Let me just pull it up and we'll start the video. All right, here we go. Microphone is on, and here we go. Miss, oh, I'm sorry, I think I said Mr. Miss Wum Yum is the first track. Here we go. Let's check it out. Again, thank you, Eric, for sponsoring the video. I appreciate it. Put this on for Eric. Very tasty. drums. Wow. This. Wow. So good. I love these different movements in the song. I love the beginning here. I just want to point out the keyboard and the bass together gives it such a unique sound here. This really quickly. It's like the dum 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 dum. You know that sound with the bass dum 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 dum. It's such a cool sound, and then I love how they kind of like break it off there and go into a totally different tempo, and then you know the third act. Oh, it's so good. Like all the solos are so. I didn't even know that the band, the Headhunters, were basically the band that played on Herbie's solo albums, you know, because I think Thrust and I mean that's the album I know the most so far, because the song Actual Proof is a song that I used to listen to way before I got into jazz fusion. It was on a album. Please, if you want to listen to it, I think it's even on the channel. Frank Gambale, who used to be part of Chick Corea's Electric Band, and also he's in Vital Information with what's his name? Oof, the drummer, Steve Smith, from Journey, who's a crazy good fusion player. They formed Vital Information, and Frank Gambale, he's just an amazing guitar player, and they play Actual Proof. On this CD, Alan Holdsworth and him, and obviously I didn't even know that it was a composition by Herbie Hancock, and the solos they lay on that track is just insane. So that's where I know this song from, but it could be wrong. Maybe it's not on Truth and Shredding, it's called, but it could be also on a disc called Centrifugal Funk. Let me see. I don't want to give you the wrong information, because I always confuse them a little bit. So it's obviously Mark Varney project. So let me see if that's on here or the Truth and Shredding. Okay, it's actually on. I was right. Centrifugal Funk, called Mark Varney project. That's very hard to get, but it's on the internet, and I think I reacted to it just as a "Have you heard?" So they do Actual Proof by Herbie Hancock. They do So What by Miles Davis. They do Hey T-Bone, Tokyo Blue, all these like Wayne Shorter, Elegant People. They do all these really cool standard fusion tunes, but with all these crazy players like Brett Garsett, Sean Lane. Check it out if you don't know. This is a very hard to get CD. Okay. Let's get into the second song here. This was wonderful. Just like everyone is like on the top of their game, you know. It's like for music lovers. Honestly, a lot of people don't listen to this music because it's just like, you know, it's just very out there. For me, this is very normal. It's very digestible. It can get a lot crazier, but I think this is a very good starting point for people who are getting into like fusion, because it's not as crazy as Miles Davis, you know, going all crazy. This is still a lot more melodic and, you know, easy to just to understand. Okay, so I Remember I Made You Crazy is from Straight From the Gate as well. Let's check it out.
Forget the times we were together. Now a sister in my life. A shining light opens in my mind, and my guilt makes me uptight. Crying, sighing, crying on your first love. Crying, sighing, had to crying on your first love, first time. Hey, expense, why I didn't have what I needed to know. For you into my life, why? And what I had, I couldn't show.
Wow. The singing is so good.
Because I couldn't show what I didn't know. Wow. Crying, sighing, had to crying on your first love.
right, so very like sudden stop there, beautiful. This music, you know, just ages so well. Like it, you don't really realize that's just from the 70s. The way it's recorded, the way the execution, everything. I love the singing. I couldn't find the singer from the Headhunters. It's all a little bit like I mean, Herbie Hancock put out so much material that it's almost hard to keep up what was when. And I mean, it's all on Wikipedia, but even they kind of like have a bit of a problem to put everything on there, you know. Like when he left the band, it's kind of like you can't really click on those albums anymore. They're not really clickable, like, you know, like it's just white, you know, so I can't really look up who's who and who does what. But man, so good. That bass section there at the end, with that sax solo, just like, oh man, it's so good. How could anybody not be a fan of this? You know, that would be crazy. But I mean, I know not everybody, you know, is into this music, and I understand, you know. So yeah, I'm just like, this is so good. This is like, I don't know, I could listen to this all day. So here's another very, very famous band of that sort, you know, Weather Report, Black Market. Let's check it out. I want to see who's on this, because I know that Yako used to be in Weather Report, but again, I don't know for how long, because he did pass, unfortunately. Very, very young. So, and Wayne Shorter as well. Wow. So, Black Market, let me check here on Wikipedia who's on this. Wow. Okay. I mean, just the people that were in this band is just ridiculous, you know? Oh, Alphonse Mouzon. I think that guy once wrote to me because I uploaded something by Aldi Meola, his first album, and he was on that album. He's like, hey, could you be so nice and credit me in the... He was very, very polite. He was just like, please credit me that I'm on the CD. And I'm like, of course, you know, so... okay, let's see. But he passed away in 2016. Yeah. That's how I know that it was the guy. Black Market. So Black Market, we have Wayne Shorter, Jacob Astorius, Alphonse Johnson on the bass, which is another Alphonse. On the drums, Jester Thompson. And on the drums, Narada Michael Walden. Joe on the piano and Rhodes electric piano. Wow, what a lineup. Okay, let's get into it. We're gonna play Barbary Coast. Here it is. Let's go. That fretless bass. It's gonna come in right now. My God. I wish this was just like 30 minutes of the same, you know? Amazing. I'm literally looking for another track right now with Jaco. I think it was Eric who put this together, but I'm not sure. Wow. That was just, what a jam. I mean, the sax and the bass. Oh. Right on the money. I stopped it. I mean, what can you say? You know, it's just ridiculous how good these people are. Like everything they play just is so groovy and it's almost like they're, you know, it's like it's so good. I want to check out the track that last time, like I was like literally, I'm not kidding, I played it, I almost overplayed it because I was so obsessed with the last track that was sent to me to react to with Jaco Pastorius, and now I'm looking for it because I wanted to mention it, but I can't find it. But I'm sure it was a request by Eric. So give me just a second because I really want to talk about it. And I think I'm very close. Like I'm looking up the songs and I think I'm very, very close. So give me a second. All right, I found it. And of course, yes, it was the Eric from Queen's reaction, and it was 4 a.m. by Herbie Hancock. So yes, it was just that weather report, but it was also Jaco Pastorius. And I played this, I'm not kidding. Maybe I think I even learned it on the guitar, like parts of it, just like the stuff that I really wanted to figure out. 4 a.m. It's such a good track, and the bass is just, oh my God, it's sick. It's so good. And I even added a song at the end, just like as a tribute, you know, because yeah, I needed to, you know. Wow. Yeah, so just wanting to, you know, just wanted to mention that. Thank you, Eric, you know, for making my life like a lot happier, because this music just like gives me like a lot. It really gives back so much. Okay. So we're gonna continue now. This guy here, Jon Lucien, I think I don't know, but we're about to find out here. So Little Time is the track, and let's give it up. I'm gonna look him up.
So little time you have to spend alone with me. So little time, girl, this affair can never be. You never have the time to call. I'm like the flowers on the wall. I got to find a peace of mind. So little time, you've got appointments every day. So little time, I just can't sit and waste away. I got to find something to do. I think I'll make appointments too. My kind of love's too good for you. Girl, you never have the time to call my name. You're so busy, so you claim. But I'm getting out, I won't fuss and shout again. Baby, look good. My heart can't take this kind of life. I got to go where things are a groove and out of sight. I'll find a love to treat me kind. I'll find a love to ease my mind. Just cause you got so little time. I'll find a love to treat me kind. I'll find a love to ease my mind. so little time, so little time.
Catch me later, baby.
So little time, so little time,
Why don't you come around?
so little time,
You know it's really late now.
so little time,
Just can't talk right.
so little time,
Baby,
so little time,
really gotta go.
so little time,
Catch me later, baby.
so little time, so little time, so little time.
Wow. Very cool. Very good. I've never heard of him. He was called the Man with the Golden Throat. But I think by Herbie. And there's not much information here on Wikipedia, but it talks about he lost both of his daughters. That's horrible. And it just like I guess because of that he was in. It says here he spent much of the decade struggling with drug addiction. I mean, I think almost anyone, like if you lose your kids, you know, it's, oh my God, so sad. And I guess this was, and then he lost one daughter drowned, and then the other daughter literally died in a very, I guess it's a famous plane crash. Flight 800. He lost his daughter on that flight. That's crazy. So obviously not very easy, you know, like the life of this man, and he passed away in 2007. Wow. But I mean, the music is just like it doesn't even say. I can't click on the album Mind's Eye, so I don't know who's playing on it. All you guys, if you know, like any information that you want to add, please do so. You know, it's always super cool to see people, you know, participating in these, marathons. You know, if you're into this kind of music and you know your stuff, then please, you know. Okay, so now this man here, David Bendeth, I haven't heard of him either, or I do, but I don't know exactly him by name, you know. So we're gonna check him out, and this is Adrenalin from the album Adrenalin, and this is, again, let's check, 79. All right, let's check it out. This is the opening track to his album. Let's check it out. Oh, you can hear the does sound like John Hammer on the keyboards. Wow. So it sounds like it's not really remastered. You can still hear like the but I like that. It doesn't bother me at all. You know, when you listen to an LP, you know, a vinyl, that's how they sound when they get older, you know. But the sound is really, really good. So I couldn't really find a lot of information on Wikipedia, but then suddenly there's an article on this album. So we have David on the electric guitar. So he was quite the shredder here. Really, really cool stuff. And then super surprising, so it was not Jan Hammer. It was John Cleveland Hughes on the keyboards, but Marcus Miller, like, I was like, that's slapping. But it could also be Randy Bramwell. And then on the drums, I don't know who it was, but I do know Billy Cobham, of course, and Lenny White. Or it could have been David Spann. So, I mean, he has like quite the people on his album. John Johnson on the sax, David Dunlap on the trumpet, and Memo Acevedo on percussion. So I don't really know who played what, but man, what a track. Crazy good stuff. And yeah, I mean, if you just look at his albums, and it's just like selected works, starting from let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Let's take a look. So from 1977 all the way to 2022, he has been like recording. Amazing stuff. Really, really cool. Thank you for the introduction, Eric. This is just so good. That's it. There you go, guys. This was awesome. Thank you so much. I'm still so happy. I put on this shirt because we met in Munich at the airport, and I just wanted to, like, you know, represent our amazing city that we love. You know, you start off, you know, as a chimp here, and then you become a Bayer, a Bavarian, and then you're basically there. You know, you've made it in life. So there you go. But again, thank you so much. Please let me know if you know any trivia of this album. You know, share with us which is the track that you liked. I mean, this is all next level. You know, this is all like, you can't really compare these bands with each other because they're all so good. And here's my Brian Moore if you're interested. I'm not selling it. No. But if you just were wondering, I changed a couple of things. This is a synth guitar. It's amazing what you can do with this thing. It has an acoustic piezo on there, so you can basically play acoustic guitar with it. It sounds very real. I mean, it's nothing like that one behind me, but very, very close. But you can pretty much play anything on this. You can play sax, trumpet, voices, even drums, anything MIDI, and MIDI has gotten really real. So it comes with a really cool pedal that I have beneath me here, but it's a little, you know, it's an older MIDI, still really real. I mean, very convincing, some stuff. And the delay, when you put some delay to it, yesterday I was like doing like just choruses, like church stuff. Alexia was like, what is going on here? You know, it sounded literally like really cool. I'm gonna record some for the channel. But you can also do like this violin, and it sounds really cool. And the cool thing is when you vibrate, it vibrates. So when you like bend, it bends, you know. And you can't really bend on those instruments. It's really cool to do that, you know. It's just a really cool guitar. I really, really wanted this for the longest time, and just to also emulate saxophone, trumpet, and all kinds of stuff. And I was playing some Jethro Tull on it because you can emulate and it even does like the blowing. You can hear that. Or voices, you can just scat with the guitar, like do da do do ba beep beep do do. It's really it's amazing. So yeah, it's great if you like, you know, crazy music. So again, Eric, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for requesting this marathon. And I hope it's fun listening to your selections. And everybody, if you want to thank, of course, Eric for his contribution to the channel, I appreciate it. Thank you. And I'll see you all in the next one.